Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What I'm about to tell you is really setting the NFL world on fire right now. Rumors are swirling like crazy, and they could have massive implications for the Green Bay Packers, for the NFC North, and even for the entire playoff landscape. It all starts with a surprising report that the Philadelphia Eagles, currently sitting at 2-5, are exploring a bold trade, and it's not just a minor move. They're apparently eyeing Devonta Smith, and not just for the present, but for the future, with a trade package that could include a first-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-rounder in 2025, heading straight to Green Bay. That's right, folks. The Eagles, despite their struggles, are looking to shake things up, and they see the Packers as a key part of that puzzle. Why would the Eagles, a team that's supposed to contend, go after a receiver like Smith? Well, it's all about addressing their issues on offense and bolstering their roster for a playoff push. Philadelphia's offensive line has been allowing an average of 4 sacks per game, which is a significant problem, especially when you consider the importance of protecting Jalen Hurts. Their defense, which used to be a major strength, has been leaking points, giving up around 28. 5 points per game, and they're also trying to find solutions at the pass rush position. They've been working on their secondary and pass rush with some new additions, but the offense remains the priority. And speaking of the offense, Devonta Smith becomes a perfect fit for Green Bay's current needs. You see, the Packers are sitting at 5-2, leading their division, but they're also dealing with some key injuries and limitations that make acquiring a player like Smith a game changer. Christian Watson is currently on the physically unable to perform list. Wicks is nursing a questionable calf injury. Reed is on injured reserve, and Williams is seeing his snaps limited. In this context, adding a precise route runner like Smith is like inserting a surgical tool into the offense. His ability to excel in the slot, especially in RPO schemes, can unlock a lot of potential for Jordan Love, who's trying to find consistency and elevate his game to the next level. Devonta Smith, at 27 years old, is a player who has proven to be a reliable and dynamic receiver. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing around 170 pounds, he's not the biggest receiver, but his route running and separation skills are top-notch. His PFF grade of 88.2 for his career speaks volumes about his consistency and high level of play. In the current season, until late October, he's amassed 28 receptions for 402 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 14.4 yards per reception. That's not just garbage time stats, that's production in clutch moments. He's been especially effective on third down, where his ability to create separation, averaging 30 yards of separation, and his success against zone coverage with an 89% catch rate make him a nightmare for defenses. His YAC, or yards after catch, is solid at 6.2, and he's demonstrated a knack for making contested catches, despite the occasional drop, just 2.5% drops over his career. What makes Smith even more attractive is his history of overcoming adversity. He dealt with a hip injury in Week 4, missing a game, but he bounced back in Week 6 with a dominant 98-yard performance against the Giants. His ability to perform under pressure and in high-stakes moments is exactly what the Packers need as they aim for a deep playoff run. His presence on the field would drastically improve Green Bay's offensive dynamics, especially in short to medium passing situations. The Packers' offense has been trending upward, increasing their yards per reception from around 10.8 to 13.0, and their mismatch potential in the slot has grown by nearly 19%. This means that Smith's addition would not only improve the raw numbers, but also give Jordan Love a much-needed security blanket on third downs. Now, let's talk about the impact of this potential trade on the Eagles. As I mentioned, Philadelphia is struggling in some areas, and acquiring Smith could help them turn their season around. Jalen Hurts, who has been a key part of their success, currently sports a QBR of 87, which is below his usual standards, and the team's defense has been leaking points. Plus, with Smith's contract valued at around $50 million, including a $14 million hit in 2026, trading him would be a significant move. However, it could free up roughly $12 million in cap space, which the Eagles could then allocate to re-signing A.J. Brown or addressing other needs. The Eagles are also keeping an eye on other options. Rumors suggest they're cautious about injuries, like Saquon Barkley's recent struggles, and they're trying to build a roster that can compete for a Super Bowl. Their odds of winning it all, currently at plus 12-0, could get a boost if they make this move, adding a reliable receiver to their arsenal. But for the Packers, this isn't just about filling a hole. It's about elevating their entire offense. Adding Smith alongside their young WR duo creates a formidable tandem. It's a pairing that can stretch defenses vertically and attack mismatches in the middle of the field. The numbers tell us that their EPA per pass is increasing, with a 13% boost, and their yards per reception are climbing, which directly translates into more explosive plays. The Packers' offensive line has been doing a decent job, but with Smith's ability to create separation and YAC, Jordan Love could see a significant uptick in his efficiency. The mismatches in the slot are especially promising, with Smith gaining +1, 7 yards per route and an impressive 23% increase in YAC compared to previous slot receivers. From a historical perspective, Smith's production is comparable to some of the best in the league. His yards after catch and route running remind many of top-tier receivers like Cooper Kupp during his peak years. And even with injuries, Smith has shown resilience, bouncing back from drops and health setbacks to deliver when it counts most. His ability to generate big plays in crucial moments, like his 98-yard game against the Giants or his clutch third-down receptions, makes him a perfect fit for Green Bay's current offensive philosophy. The Packers have been trending upward, and adding a player like Smith could be the spark that pushes them into serious Super Bowl contention. Looking ahead, the projections are exciting. Bookmakers have shifted the Super Bowl odds for the Packers from +7-0 to +4-0, reflecting increased confidence in their potential. Smith, as an X-factor, could be the missing piece that turns their offense into a true playoff weapon. The Packers' coaching staff would likely implement more RPO schemes, leveraging Smith's quickness and route precision to create mismatches. His presence could open up lanes for Jones, reduce the pressure on Jordan Love, and ultimately lead to more wins, potentially pushing the Packers into at least 8 more victories this season, and cementing their status as NFC contenders. Of course, all of this hinges on the trade going through and the Packers being able to rework their cap space effectively. Green Bay has been looking for ways to maximize their roster's potential, and acquiring Smith would be a major move in that direction. It's a bold strategy, but one that could pay off big time. The team's recent history shows they're not afraid to make aggressive moves when the opportunity arises, and this could be one of those moments. Imagine Smith lining up in the slot against teams like the Vikings or Bears. It would be a nightmare for defenses, especially with the additional mismatches created by the Packers' improved offensive scheme. And as we look into the Super Bowl picture, the odds are shifting. With Smith on board, the Packers could see their chances of making a deep playoff run increase significantly. The current projections put them as 8 victory favorites for a playoff spot, but with Smith, that could grow even more. His ability to create separation, make contested catches, and rack up yards after the catch makes him a true game changer. The combination of Jordan Love's development, the improved offensive line, and Smith's arrival could be the perfect storm that propels Green Bay toward a Super Bowl appearance. The NFC is loaded, but the Packers are positioning themselves as serious contenders, and this trade rumor might just be the catalyst that pushes them over the top. So in summary, folks, this potential deal is more than just a rumor. It's a strategic move that could reshape the NFC North and the entire NFC landscape. The Eagles are looking to shake things up, and the Packers are in a perfect position to capitalize on this opportunity. Whether it happens or not, the implications are enormous. The Packers' offense would be elevated to a new level, giving Jordan Love a reliable target in Smith and creating a more dynamic, explosive attack. The defense might not be the focus here, but the overall team strength would certainly improve. As we keep an eye on these developments, one thing's clear. Green Bay is making bold moves and they're aiming high. The road to a Super Bowl is never easy, but with players like Smith, the Packers are showing they're willing to do whatever it takes to reach that ultimate goal. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe a trade for Devonta Smith would be a game changer? Would you be excited to see him in green and gold, helping Jordan Love elevate his game? Or do you think the Packers should stick with their current roster and build through the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. Remember, the NFL season is full of surprises, and the Packers are right in the middle of the action. I'll be back very soon with more updates, analysis, and breaking news, so stay tuned. Green Bay fans, this is just the beginning of an exciting chapter. Keep the faith, stay passionate, and let's see what the future holds. Go Pack, go!